episode 2, and Mimi over here is gonna be curating it for us. So over to you, girl.
Thank you. Okay, so in our first episode, it was called Me, Myself, and Acne, and that was kind
Me,
of
myself, and acne.
If we do that carefully, it could be quite a powerful sound. But anyway,
I think I have some lyrics to that. Listen. Me, myself, and acne's all I got, and me is what I found out. Said ain't no need to cry. I took a vow, said from now on I'm gonna be my own best friend.
exactly. I love that. We're so cute. Okay, so that was episode 1 about our journey with acne, where it started, where some of our insecurities come from, where we're at now, all of that.
Where we hope to be.
Yeah, so with episode 2, which is Love and Acne, I wanted to speak about how having acne affects our love lives,
Oh, yes.
if it does. My first question, do you struggle to accept love because of your acne?
I don't think I struggle to accept love. I think what I struggle to accept is attraction.
Okay.
Like, when I go to a certain place, when I'm with certain people and certain people are attracted to me or hitting on me and stuff, I have this feeling of, not me.
Really?
Yes, I do sometimes. I do. I don't know. I just feel like acne, luckily, has only played a role in one of my relationships.
Okay.
But in my other relationships, not so much. So they've kind of been a safe space for me. They've really been a safe space for me. So I don't really struggle in terms of that. I think I really just struggle in, do I feel attractive or not? If that makes sense.
It does. I kind of want to follow that up with something, but I haven't answered the question myself.
Okay, answer the question first.
So my answer is definitely yes. But I think it's because I struggle with worthiness in general. I think I use acne as just another reason for why I'm not good enough, or why I'm not worthy. So the expectation is that someone will see my face, like my bare face, and decide they want out. Which I've never actually experienced, and I don't think that happens in real life. I don't think that's a thing, but
I mean, that's a thing. I've experienced it with my teeth, because I used to have braces. Okay. I used to have braces, and I remember this boy, who you can't even call it dating at that age.
the babies, yeah.
Yes, this boy I was seeing, I was laughing with.
Like his son.
Hey, I'm not so shy. He decided to break up with me, and in breaking up with me, he decided to be very, very brutal, and was like, I never want to see your crooked smile ever again.
That's so mean.
It was mean. So at that point, I was just like, you know what, maybe I should fix my teeth. Because the thing is, I think another reason why that has helped me become so accepting of myself is the house I come from. My dad is this who I am, take it or leave it, you know, and he has required us to be like that as well.
Okay.
So even when I told him I want to get braces, he was like, why? There's nothing wrong with your teeth, you look like me. I'm like, and obviously I couldn't say a boy said, you know what I'm saying? But the truth is the truth. I did get braces because a boy said that my teeth weren't pretty and I wanted to have pretty teeth, so I got braces. But it is crazy. But now looking back, I kind of like regret it. I do regret it. Yes, because I'm very big on like lineage and culture and all these things, and it was nice that I looked like my dad.
It was a part of your dad, yeah.
Yeah, it was very nice. It was very nice.
I get that.
And it's just unfortunate because I was so shallow. I couldn't see that.
Because kids are mean though, and it's evident that we carry a lot of things that happen in our childhood into our adult lives.
We do. We do.
It's just,
although we are adults right now, we've been kids for longer.
Yeah.
I've only been an adult from, well, technically your brain fully develops at 25, right?
Yeah.
So technically I've only been an adult for 5 years.
Even that's too long. Like, I've been in my 20s. I mean, I've finished my 20s now, but like, for most of it, I felt like a child and like.
I feel like a child.
All the time.
I don't know when I'm gonna grow up.
Yeah, no, it's because I'm 17 inside every day.
I am! No, I am!
Really?
I am.
Okay, so do you feel that there's a possibility that someone will feel catfished if they meet you with makeup and then see you without
That's
makeup?
exactly why I don't feel attractive.
You're just like, I'm
Exactly why. Because it's like if I have makeup on, right? Be like, "Ugh, I can understand why you attract me.
Like
I'm a
that.
badass bitch." But at the same time, I know this is gonna come off tomorrow, and I don't know what kind of person you are. I don't know if you're gonna accept me for who I am. I don't know if you're gonna be an asshole. I don't know none of that shit. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's scary.
It's scary. You know, in the last episode, I was saying what will change. If I was single, I'd be able to do like one night stands easier. I think. I think.
I'm your fuck. It's me. Take me as I am, bitch.
Go to a date without makeup. No problem. Go to an event. No. You know what else would change? I'd be able to film without makeup. I mean, I already do. There's a lot of stuff that I film on my YouTube channel without makeup, but I feel like when a brand is involved, it's like there's an expectation to
Be perfect. I feel you. I was recently in a romantic situation. Didn't last because that's my story. And I wore makeup on our first date. On our first dates. But you know, as you get more comfortable, then someone sees you more in your element when they FaceTime you or they come to your house like for a quick visit or whatever. You can't wear makeup the whole time.
That's not practical.
So that was tough for me. That was very, very hard.
Do you think it was tough because you're tough on yourself, or did he make it tough?
He didn't do anything. It was all me. It was all me. I wouldn't answer his FaceTimes. I'd like text or call, and he was like, "Why I want to see you?" And I kept making stupid excuses, and like I was trying to get to a point where I was comfortable enough to say, "Look, I'm struggling with my skin, so I don't want you to see me like this." But I couldn't do that either. I couldn't admit what. Yeah, I was just like, oh, this is new. It's not a new feeling to feel like someone shouldn't love me because of my skin, but because he was a very fresh person, I didn't want to like kind of unload on him. And then he didn't care. Obviously he didn't care because no one ever cares.
They don't care.
As much as I care.
They don't care.
But like, I don't know what my plan is. I don't know what the plan is. So, answer this, okay? So, how do you... Okay, relationships are a site of a lot of nakedness.
Yes.
Like, literally.
Yes.
You're very vulnerable in all forms, physically. So, similarly to the way your partner will see you naked, they will also see you barefaced. So, how... Do you struggle with that at all?
I don't know. I feel like if we were having this conversation when me and my partner were maybe like 1 year, 2 years in, yes. But
Yeah.
we've been together for almost 7 years now. So
And
it's just like, this is me. But you know what, Naya? I used to struggle. I really used to struggle, especially when I was in the dating scene.
Yeah.
Because you're meeting new people. They don't know you. You know?
Yeah.
And you always want to put your best foot forward. Always want to be hot and sexy.
So can I ask you this?
Yeah.
Do you feel that your relationship is a place of acceptance?
Yes. It's a safe spot for me. Like
That's so
it's
nice.
it's like I can be myself, whatever the context is of being myself, you know, and I appreciate that. That's why I say if we had this conversation when I was still out in the streets, it would be different.
Yeah.
It's just a lot. You know how guys are always saying, you know, in the club you were a 10 and then the next day you wake up you're a 2. Like, it's just a lot. It's just
I
a
know
lot.
like a lot of, especially black women, if you wear a wig, I'm not going to sleep with my wig. So there's a lot of that had to happen when we had to get comfortable just being with our cornrows or whatever's under your wig. And I think just the barefacedness adds another element of just
Bareness.
this is who I am.
That's the I was saying in the last episode about how we're setting ourselves up. All this perfect beauty is setting ourselves up because we find ourselves in a place where you can't even take off your wig without an explanation. There's always, oh, I have to put my best face forward.
Yeah.
I have to be the best. I have to look my best. I have to, and if I don't, I have to be apologetic. And I don't think that's sustainable or healthy. I honestly
It's
don't.
really not.
It's not.
I've also been. Some people are touchers. People want to touch your face.
Oh, yes. My boyfriend is a toucher.
Is he?
He's a toucher. And one thing I hate about him, he's a toucher of everything. So it's not the face only. So he will do hair and then face. And my thing is like
the
transferring oil.
Stop!
And in the beginning, I think I was very careful in explaining certain things because I didn't want him to feel like I don't want him to touch me or anything like that. If I'm barefaced, then like I have my hair out. Don't touch my hair, then touch my face. You're gonna give me a breakup.
Again, this is all very recent.
Oh, very recent.
You know, heated moment, whatever, making out, and homeboys like touching my face, but I had like fresh like breakouts on both sides.
Yeah.
So I had like a cluster this side and a cluster this
It
side.
was bumpy.
So I was like, oh my god, can you feel it? I was.
You wanted to be in the moment of the kiss.
I wanted the ground to open up and just swallow me whole. And I don't think homeboy gave a damn. But it was me.
You cheated yourself.
I always cheat myself. I don't know where I got it from because no one cares.
No one cares.
No one cares, but I care so much and then I project that onto them. And I just end up breaking my own heart because I'm the only person that's involved in this game of you're not
He
working
doesn't
because of
even
your
know.
acne.
He doesn't even know.
I wonder. The thing is, I'm also
Have you had a conversation with
I'm
a
not-
significant other about acne?
I'm not brave enough. It's interesting.
Really?
Yeah, so my like most significant relationship also kind of was at the same time as one of my successful, well not successful because it didn't work, but one of my Rakitan treatment. During the time, I don't remember how I felt about it, but looking back at pictures during that phase, I'd be like, dude, how did you love me when my skin was like that? And it was just like, I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Because I had internalized that from something else.
Yeah. Are you a big selfie taker with you and your mans when you do have a mans?
That relationship I was.
But was your skin clear?
In the beginning it wasn't, and then later on it was. So there's like the evolution, you can see it in the pictures.
I remember in the beginning of the year, either this year or last year, people were like, post you and your partner in 2016.
Yes.
And I went back to 2016 to see if I could find a picture.
Yeah. You didn't have anything?
I couldn't find anything.
Shut.
I couldn't find anything. And there's just so many moments that I missed
out.
because of acne.
It robs
And
you
I
of so much.
I felt so bad that that's why right now I'm just like, I really can't.
I can't do that to
I can't
myself.
afford to care. I can't afford to care.
So you mentioned the guy with the braces.
Yes.
Has anyone made you feel bad
Yes.
about your skin?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. So we were dating. I think I was 19, my first year.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to go see him. I went to go see him at this place, and he was busy setting up his new phone. He had like bought a new phone or whatever.
Oh my god, I think I know what he did. But yeah, carry on.
We were sitting, and he was like kind of like sitting behind me, and I was sitting on top of him.
Okay.
You know. So I got up to like reach for something. He saw my back. I was wearing like a strappy top.
Yeah.
And at the time, I had like a heavy breakout on my back. I did this, and he was like, "Yo, Katla, are you sure you should be wearing strappy tops?" He said that. He said that. He said that.
Jesus.
He said that, and I think for a couple of weeks after that, I wore a jacket every day.
Do you wear strappy tops now?
Oh yeah.
Good.
You know, when it comes to body acne, I think I have bigger insecurities when it comes to my body acne rather than my face.
But that's never made you want to hide from dating?
I think if I had more negative experiences, it would have. You know, I've been fortunate that the men that I've come into contact with, for the most part, are not assholes and won't say anything. Yeah, I think my reluctant to casual dating and all that stuff definitely comes from the bad experiences I had with men and not my skin, because
Okay.
it wasn't a central point of my dating.
Yeah.
Fortunately, it wasn't a central point of my dating.
I imagine that it wouldn't be anyway. But when you can't see beyond a certain issue, it's like you think that the whole world revolves around that.
That's true. And like, you remember like when we were younger, every girl in the movies would wake up in the morning and spruce up a little bit before the guy wakes up. And I just always thought that was so silly, because whenever I put it into context of myself, I was like, how much do I have to do in the
This is a
Jehovah, get to color correct, get to conceal. No.
But I'm there now. I mean, I'm not crazy. I'm not gonna like wake up and go do a full face beat, but I prefer to just sleep in my own house when no one wakes up next to me.
That's a problem.
It really is. It's so
That's a
sad.
problem.
It's so sad.
That's a problem. I think one of the worst things about acne is not even how we view ourselves, it's how it affects our...
It's like normal ass shit.
Like it affects our quality of life.
Yeah. I think also what I'm gaining from you is that this love and acne thing, it's not so much about the love and the romantic. I mean, the acne and the romantic love, but more about the self-love. Because I genuinely don't believe that people care as much as like we think they do. But also, look, my experience is limited. I've never had a cruel experience. It's just projections and my fear. Projections of my fear.
Of the worst case scenario.
Yeah,
right?
so I've never actually had a negative experience. I just don't want to show up as this person.
Yes. You'd just rather not have the experience, period.
Yeah. A lot of your like comfort / safety on this particular topic is because you've been in a relationship for such a long time.
Definitely.
So if that were to change and you were single and you still had kind of the skin struggles that you have now, how do you think you would tackle that?
I really don't know, because as much as I feel safe in my relationship, I still have some insecurity. I feel like you can never really get rid of all your insecurity around acne, or you can't be like 100% comfortable, because whenever you go to new people, it's always like how they can react.
Yeah, I feel you.
Do you think that like if you don't have acne, you'd have a better chance dating and being open and vulnerable?
I think
Well,
I think my dating life is just ghetto in general, not because I have acne, but once I've found someone that wants to be with me, I struggle to accept their love, and I struggle to accept that they just want me as I am. And I think that's because I don't accept myself.
I feel like a lot of people are keeping that acceptance for until like the skin clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
That's the thing. I actually wanted to say that next. I don't want to speak too much on it because I recognize my own privilege, like my own body privilege. But like one thing I've always said to some of my friends that like struggle with like body image and like weight and stuff is like, you can't wait until you're the perfect weight to start loving yourself and putting yourself out there and enjoying your life. And I think I need to take that same advice. I literally can't wait for clear skin until
you can't kill yourself.
You can't kill yourself.
And I know people don't want to think about this because it's very uncomfortable to think about or accept that it could be reality. But what if it never comes? What if that clear skin never comes?
Then you just wasted your entire life. Actually, I've come to my own answer because I wanted to talk about this because I do struggle to be seen barefaced by romantic partners. I don't know though, because what if there are assholes out there? I just haven't experienced them.
And I think you're just holding on to that oh, it's gonna clear, it's gonna clear, it's gonna clear, it's gonna clear, it's gonna clear. And it's like, while you're holding on to that, life is happening. You're meeting men, you know, you're meeting friends. That's another thing when it comes to like love and stuff, because sometimes, not sometimes, love is not all about romantic.
Yeah.
When I meet new people, new friends and stuff like that, I remember when I met my one new friend last year, I had to really consider if I'm going to do my makeup or not for the first meeting.
Interesting.
Yeah, I had to consider that because I was like,
That's so interesting. I think I'm a lot, I have a very like self-deprecating personality, so I always put myself down all the time. I do it with ease with my friends. So I think it's not hard for me to be barefaced in front of my friends.
yeah, but that's because they're already your friends. If you were meeting someone.
I can't even imagine because I don't like new people.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
So, if there's someone out there struggling with their skin, no matter where they are in the journey, they're just struggling and they feel like they need to wait until their skin is clear to start dating or to put themselves out there. What do you have to say to them?
Man, you know, I can't tell you what to do. I can't tell you what to do, you know, but I think that's very foolish. Personally, you know, respectfully, no offense to anyone. There's always something to worry about. There's always something that's not the best. There's always something you'd rather not show your crush. There's always, you know.
But what do you think it says about the kind of man, not even man, the kind of person that would make you feel bad about that?
I don't even think, you know what, I don't even want us to go that
to get
far.
there.
Because I think a lot of our problems is us. You know?
That sounds like it makes sense, but I find that there's no correlation with
No, but you
how I
can't,
see myself
my
and
thing,
other people.
that's the thing. You can't expect me to trust that.
Okay, fair.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't expect me as a person who's trying to get to know you, trying to get to love you, and I'm just watching you be you, and you're just not accepting of this, you're not accepting of this, you're putting yourself down. Hey, why do I think you're gonna be better to me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why do I think that it's shallow? It's shallow. How I feel about myself is very shallow. It's very shallow. And if anyone is as shallow as me, then it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a problem. So I cannot be that shallow. I cannot be that shallow to think that I can't show up as I am. I can't be that shallow to think that I can't go to work as I am. I can't be that shallow to think that I can't accept love. Have you ever been on a date with no makeup?
Like with
First
a
date.
stranger. I
First
don't
date.
do many first dates, but no. No.
Would you consider that?
If my skin was different.
Right now, would you consider it?
That's hectic. Probably not. The most honest answer is no. And you know what's crazy?
It's crazy.
My perception keeps shifting. Perspective keeps shifting. Because what I think is bad today, I won't think is bad in 3 months or whatever. So
that's another thing.
I realized, so in about September, I started breaking out a lot, like on my chin and stuff. And I thought that was...
And now that you're here,
It was
just like...
I thought it was a crisis, and I was calling my skin clinic every day, and I was like, look at my face, sending them pictures, like, fix this, fix this. This has only gotten like progressively worse since that point. But what's actually happened is that it's just accumulated. Now it's just been months of just... Yeah, and it's exhausting. I'm tired of what I put myself through. It's just not worth it anymore. And like we said, like this thing was probably here to stay, and I think this is bad now. What's gonna happen in a couple of months? Who knows?
If it gets worse, what's gonna happen?
I can't make myself love or loving myself contingent on my skin. That's ridiculous. It ain't gonna happen.
It is ridiculous.
And I realized that my ability to accept love starts with me just being good with me. I hate speaking about self-love in a cliche way. That, you know, everything begins with self-love. That is true. self-acceptance is so important, and just like being kind and giving yourself grace. Because like I said earlier, like you would never treat someone else in your life like this.
Never.
The kind of like self-talk and just
Even the things about your partner that you feel or that they feel like maybe they're flaws, you would never treat them how you treat what you think is your flaw. You know what I'm saying?
How do you think people that don't have acne can support their lovers that do have acne?
Hey, Richard, there's nothing you can do.
All I know, right?
I mean, pay for their dermatologist, that'd be great. Put them on their medical aid so they can go to the dermatologist. That would be great. But either that,
yeah, and like if you have the pocket for it, like
pay.
Yeah, pay for as much as possible.
Yeah.
But there's such a fine line where someone's trying to be helpful and then also like it's seeming suggestive.
And that's why I'm saying I don't know, because I feel like when it comes to my skin, my boyfriend has never interfered. He has never. Have you tried this?
Yeah.
Today you look. He has never spoken on my skin, and I like that. I appreciate. Keep it that way, baby.
100%.
Because the thing is, this is my journey, and even I sometimes struggle to understand it myself or be positive about it myself. The last thing I need is someone else trying to.
Yeah, my fires.
Even if it comes from a good place, sometimes
it's safest to just shut the fuck up.
yes.
Genuine.
Do nothing. Like if you can't pay for their meds, if you can't pay for their visits, if you can't pay every once and again, it's like you do save. Udo surprise. Chemical pill. But other than that, leave it to them.
I would love that.
I would.
I think the support I would need is financial mostly, and also just shutting the fuck up. Just shut up and
Ice me out.
give me money. Don't say, "Hey, babe, have you tried this?" Please don't say that. Just grace. Just understand that it's a struggle, it's a journey, and like I think it might be difficult to watch someone like hate themselves.
Yes. I think that may be the most difficult part of it, and then maybe that's the only thing they don't know how to, like, what do I do when she's talking shit about it? Just let it happen. A lot of the problems are just you. You know? Like, a lot of the problems are you. You need to figure that shit out with your skin so someone can love you. You need to, like, a lot of the times
it's you.
A lot of the times it's you. A lot of the
Am
times
I
it's
the
you.
problem?
You
Am
are.
I the drama?
You are.
I hate self-reflection. Gross. Gross. But
How do you feel now?
that's it basically. I feel very like da. But again, that's why I like talk therapy. You just need to hear yourself say things. I'm not currently romantically involved. But I hope to be in a healthy space, like holistically, the next time love comes around.
Yes. I think that's the most important part, that you are in a healthy space, so you can actually believe him when he tells you you're beautiful, or he loves you, or it's not a big deal. Hopefully I just get to the point where I'm just completely unbothered, so I can be present and enjoy everything in my life, because I do realize that how I feel about my skin and the requirements I put on myself to show up, whether in love or for myself, they're just unrealistically high.
Yeah.
It's just not gonna work. They can't fix everything.
Literally like everything else in life. Like you have to do it your fucking self.
No one's gonna save you, unfortunately.
I hate it here.
They can keep the boat waiting for you, but you actually have to
get there.
swim to the boat.
Oh no. I think that's probably my biggest takeaway from life in general, is that everything begins with me. And sometimes you want to give that responsibility to someone else, you want to hand it over. You can't.
It's too much. It's too much. It's unfair.
Yeah,
It's
but
unfair.
this I think the journey with my skin is just a metaphor for like the journey with myself in general. I mean, that needs work, so that's it basically.
That's it, basically.
Yeah, I can't believe it's come down to self-love. That's so
It's so cliche.
it's so cliche.
It's so cliche.
Boring. But you know, it'll always been worthy. You just have to realize it. I'm surprised at how simple the answer is. I hope that I can watch this back and be like, you're so wise.
Okay, this is the end of our video, and yeah, any final thoughts on self-love?
It's interesting because this was supposed to be about romantic love, but it boiled down to self-love, which, you know, is a cliche for a reason.
Yes.
It's true. You gotta love yourself first. I think that's literally why I struggle so much with people loving me as I am, because I struggle to love myself as I am, and I'm working on it. If I have further answers, I'll let you know. I'm trying. Step 1 is realizing where I'm at, and that is struggling.
Yes.
And we'll take it from there.
I agree. I think like it's really not that important. It really doesn't matter much. It really doesn't matter much. I mean, like, there's
That's what's
literally,
wild.
I've never been anywhere where they're like, okay, clear skin people in the front, or you spotted bitches at the back. Like, I've never ever experienced that. So the fact that I keep on moving through life thinking that's how I have to be, that's crazy.
That's wild.
That's crazy. So
Can I just say something? You have immaculate eyelashes.
thank you.
I've just been looking at your eyes this whole time. Love it. That's it, basically.
That's it. We're gonna be out.
Yeah. Feeling a little bit lighter, but also heavy at the same time. Does that make sense to anyone?
Yes. Makes sense.
I would love to know what you guys think on the topic. Just your experience with love and acne.
Let us know.
That would be insightful, and I think also just kind of creates a community. So yeah, let us know.
Let us know. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We enjoyed sitting here talking about it. And yeah, man, until the next time, I'm gonna see you when I see you. Peace.
Bye.
And that's it.